Okay. Hey nerds, so before I go to bed, I want to talk to you guys about one thing. Mostly it has to do with legendary heroes, because I don't know if you noticed, but Ike is gone. Unfortunately, yep, Ike is over, so if you didn't manage to get your legendary Ike, I apologize. There's always next time, because of course, he is going to be returning next month as an available option for you to summon for. Which is cool, and something that you should probably try for if you do manage to get him, if you decide to try and aim for a legendary hero, because of course, blessings and things like that. Ike is also a pretty good unit from what I can tell. It's not like Gunthra before, or even Fjorm before. He's actually very nice. He's pretty good. Still, nonetheless, I do have to talk to you about the fact that, well, something weird is going to be happening with the next legendary banner. Because, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a little bit of a notification with the release of Ike that some people glanced over. Some of you actually did send this to me and show me, but I went and took a picture of it before it went away. And that, of course, is right here. And, boop, as you can see, this was attached, of course, to Ike's little announcement before he came out, or as he came out, and how to get him. But the one thing you want to pay attention to here is the fact that, strangely, the next time Gunthra and Ike will be available is near, of course, the end of February. Fjorm is going to be skipping next legendary banner, which is very odd, and it really starts to make me wonder exactly what's going to be happening here. So, for those who don't know, when it comes to legendary banners and the units that come with it, usually well, I would say the transition period when they show up, typically, it includes their element. So to give you an example, when Gunthra came out, which was about the end of December, around the 26th, 27th, 28th or so, I forget the exact date. Do you know what element was prevalent? Wind. Wind was the most prevalent element there. And of course, it lasted another week or so, and from there, we can kind of get the idea. And of course, when it came to Ike here, what was the element that tended to show up more often? Why, it was Earth. And of course, that means that maybe next time we'll be able to see what character we're getting, or maybe a legendary hero. So I went and I looked. And for those who don't know, well, as you can see, we're still in Earth, and of course, Ike was the last legendary hero added. So then what exactly is next for our long line of characters that are going to be available here? Or are we going to be seeing anything? Well, at the end of February, from what I can see, there is going to be water, and there is going to be earth. And quickly after that, there is going to be fire, and there is going to be earth. So if we are going to go off patterns, there is a very strong possibility that either a few things are going to happen. One, there's going to be another water legendary hero announced, which might be a bit of an oddity, but then again, you know, it does make sense. Fjorm is being removed in the next banner, so maybe perhaps we're going to get someone who might have a little bit more, you know, to do with heroes or Fire Emblem in general, because, of course, legendary Ike broke the mold there. And from there, we do have to think about the possibility that maybe there might be another water elemental, or even another earth element based character, because earth is going to be this one element that technically carries over from that week into the next one. And, well, it's going to be a very odd process, and this also brings to the forefront, at least with heroes, with summoning, that potentially we might not be getting those legendary banners where there's going to be a lot of legendary heroes. I know a lot of people were like, oh, legendary banners aren't so bad. Eventually we're going to have a bunch of legendary heroes and they'll fit the molds where they need to. But it seems, at least from what I can see, that possibly heroes might try to only allow one legendary per color. Or maybe one legendary per that stats field, you know, that whole thing, that whole element. So the question then becomes, what is it going to be? Well, I possibly see that maybe they're just going to remove Fjorm. I mean, technically Fjorm, of course, is not a bad character to get, but then again, you can get her from story mode. You don't really need to worry about trying to get her as a legendary hero. So removing her is not that big of a deal. because of course you can get her, but it does raise, you know, a little bit of a question here. What exactly is going on? Is it going to be another seasonal unit? Is Fjorm just going to be brought back in, you know, March along with the unit that might be announced, or are we going to see a lapse in new legendary heroes? It's really odd to look at. Of course, you know, I'm not sure what you guys think. I'm not sure how you feel about it. I'm not sure how anyone really feels about legendary banners, because half the time I see mixed reactions, half the time I see ecstatic reactions to it, you know? It might be, it might be a combination of people who are just happy because they got the character, and the other ones, you know, of course, not happy. I hope that maybe if, you know, we didn't get legendary Vanguard Ike, maybe instead we'll get him as a free unit from that, website, the optional Hero Rises event. But it's a really difficult process to think about, and it's a really weird one to think that Fjorm is going to go missing for a whole banner. Does that mean we're going to get another water-based, or are we going to get something else entirely? It's very, very interesting. Things are going to be changing, but Ike is not the only one who's going to go missing now, at least for the next foreseeable future, because Fjorm, well, while she might be free, she's not going to be in the next legendary banner. And that is a very odd concept. I'm wondering if they are going to try to limit legendary heroes, so, you know, you have a little bit less chance to get them, of course, but also because, you know, they need to add seasonal characters into those banners as well. And technically, well, you also missed the chance to get this little girl here, and also, you know, Xander, and God, all these other options. But I hope you guys had your chance, and maybe you got something good out of it. If not, vote for the character you want in the Hero Rises. And, well, that's basically all I have to really talk about, because there isn't much else to really discuss. This week is going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun times, and there's going to be a lot of updates. And we're going to be talking about new weapons. We're going to be talking about new things altogether. New maps, new everything. So, anyways, hope you guys have a fun evening and or morning. Legendary banners are weird. So, I'll catch you all very soon. Thanks for listening. Have a good morning, evening, whatever you are, wherever you are, all that fun stuff. See you soon. Thanks for watching.